Then in the president's address to the parliament, he mentioned copyright legislation. And I hope that people understand what this would mean. It would be a revolution in Guyana. I'm not going to say much more.
But he said more. He said very much more. In fact, if Barra Jagdeo has his way, no copyright laws that would affect the sale of foreign materials in Guyana would go into effect. Speaking yesterday on this issue at his weekly press conference, the former president said this.
This government, when it passes that next year, every video store in this country will have to close. Every video store would have to close that sells.
Jagdeo went on to suggest further.
Every store that sells music now would have to, that they currently do it, the way they currently do it, they would have to shut those down too.
And Jagdeo surmised yet more.
And the guys who are doing the push cart, they can be charged too. They wouldn't be able to do that anymore. All the television shows and everything else that's being broadcast now, you'd have to pay for it.
The opposition leader is making this a case that some people in Guyana who stand to benefit from this bill are pushing the government in this direction.
There's a particular group that is in bed with them to work on this, because then they will hug the entire cable environment, and they'll charge people large sums of money.
The former president provided no proof to substantiate that claim. Jagdeo is making this out to be a case of pure economics, and he's tying any likely adverse effect directly to President Granger.
So I hope that people understand what this government is doing and what impact it will have on people. And Granger promised that.
Pressed on what he really thinks about copyright legislation, particularly for local content, the PPP General Secretary said this.
So we protect the copyrighted material for local artists, etc. And we have those enforced, removed from the shelves, etc. And then wait until the appropriate time. We're a poor developing country. Wait until such time in the future that people can afford to pay for the copyrighted stuff. But I agree that our local artists, they must get a special position. We can do that.
In a moment of what appeared to be self-deprivation, the former president admitted that he will be penalized for his position.
I know I'm going to be hammered for this, but I know I'm going to be hammered for it. I can tell you this. But that's how I've always approached it.
For Channel 2 Headline News, Wendell Jeffrey.
Thanks for watching Headline News. Leave a like or a comment below. And for updates on the latest news happening in Guyana, click the subscribe button.